first power couple comes from the small island of Singapore. Singapore only has about 6 million people, and yet this couple led the charge to be the catalyst for the very first success center, as we're starting to look at being able to pop up markets very, very quickly. They have produced 5 SPDs in their direct line in 1 year, and again, on a very, very small population. And so please welcome to the stage, James and Janet Lowe from Singapore. Our next couple made the rank of SPD, go ahead and have a seat, in only 8 months. They have 10 SPDs that they have developed on their team. They are present in 19 countries. And in 2 years, they have earned 4 of our top incentive trips at LifeWave. Please help me welcome to the stage Javi and Olga Solis from New Jersey. Have a seat. Our third and final couple for the afternoon has actually 20 years in MLM experience, 20 years. But in addition to that, as true entrepreneurs, they have had and launched of their own 6 non-direct selling businesses in agriculture over the last 15 years. It took them 18 months to go to SPD, and they have developed 4 SPDs in their direct downline. Please welcome to the stage Devin and Sarah Robinson from Florida, USA. Okay, let's get this party started. So, this is the Be the Light conference. Did anybody get that already? Does everybody know this is the Be the Light conference? Imagine that. And so what I'd like to do is really just kind of start out with a question. And I'm going to go ahead and start over with you, lovely lady. But really talk about, what is being the light to you? What does that mean to you, to be the light?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Janet. Today, I'm going to represent James, my husband. He lost his voice, so he just have to sit and look good. All right? Okay. To be the light is positivity for me, personally. So what it means for me and James is we want to be the warm light within the team, to be a good leader, so the team can feel it, and that's be the light for us.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. All right. Next question for you. What excites you most about the next 20 years at LifeWave?
I love this question because I'm super excited for the next 20 years, for the next 2 decades. For me, the first thing that really hits home is innovation and growth. Because I see more groundbreaking products coming out. And then second, legacy and vision, because for me, this legacy that I'm building for my family and for the people that I love aligns completely with my vision. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds like a good answer. Hey, how are you doing, Avi?
Good, how are you?
What's Be the Light mean to you?
Wow, thinking about that question, the reason why this conference is so packed the way it is because somebody was your light. And you know what? Mike and Sai and Steve and Gina were ours. And we couldn't be much more grateful. And our job is to pay it forward. Be somebody's light so they can see the better version of them and get from where they are to where they want to be with this business.
Nice. Thank you. Very good. Hey, Sarah. How's it going?
Amazing.
Amazing. All right. Well, what's exciting you about the next 20 years?
Oh my goodness. So what I'm so excited about is I consider LifeWave and this opportunity an anomaly in the direct sales world. There is nothing like what we have in this patented life technology. But did you guys know by 2027, the wellness industry will be about $8.7 trillion. We are also an anomaly in the wellness industry. There is nothing like what we have. So what I'm really excited about, especially every single person in this room, is what David has created in this technology. We are going to make the most massive impact in this world. And that for me excites me, not just physically, but also financially. And it's so exciting. I feel like I'm at home.
Wow, very nice. Do you all feel like you're at home? Me too, me too. So Devin, along those lines, as we're kind of talking about what light means, and now you've just gotten to hear your gorgeous bride talking about all of the potential here in the wellness industry. How important is it to setting goals as you're building your business? And you've built so many businesses. I think you're just the right person to ask.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think setting goals is the most important thing in anything in business. Whether it's your health, your finances, your family, everything starts with setting goals. And so I love Kevin and Emily Wilson. They really do an amazing training on this, on setting your daily goals, setting your weekly goals. And if you can win the day, you can win the month. And if you can win the month, you can win a year. But everything starts with setting goals. And really and truly, they provide focus. And I think for everybody in this room, focus is the number one thing that when you leave there. I remember me and Sarah just a couple years ago, we walked in here to the first LifeWave conference. And our lanyard said manager, Meredith, on the bottom. We came to the back of the convention and we sat there. And me and Sarah both, when we left there that day, we left there with the end in mind. We both left there going, we're going to be SPDs in this company. And we set a goal to do the basic things, which is what? We picked up our phone, we started building a list. I love what Matt Curtis always says. People are in your phone for a reason. Those names are in your phone. You save them in there for a reason. So set a goal, pick up your phone, start making the phone calls, learn how to do some Zooms, right? Zooms were super uncomfortable in the beginning, and I had never done one until LifeWave. But I learned how to jump on the Zooms and have a meeting. I tell people all the time, goals allow you and help you to monitor your success in this, but these are the basic activities, and having a meeting is crucial. And then it improves your direction, because everybody can be motivated for an hour, we can be motivated for a day, but I think setting big goals in LifeWave allows you the ability, Meredith, to create discipline. And that's really what it takes to be disciplined in LifeWave, to get you and your team to the top.
Did you read my talk for tomorrow? Because I don't even think I need to give it now, Devin. But no, but so true. But did you hear what he said? Came in as a manager, sat in the back of the room, and said, "We're going to get to the front of the room." Look where they are now. Look where they are now. Use the magic word, discipline. Discipline, discipline. Because it is all about repetition, isn't it? It's repetition over and over. Great. Thank you so much, everybody. Great. Well, I'm going to come back down to you. And I'm so sorry that you did lose your voice, because I love the sound of your voice, James. But for today, we will, again, as your wife calls you, arm candy backstage. We'll just look at you and think, that is a handsome man. Okay, that's good enough. That's all right. But I want to go ahead and start out then with really the first question, for today. Because, as you think about the power couple and what you've done to build and what that really looks like, we know that there's leadership in direct selling. And we know that there's really a lot to be done. But I think that as I'm looking at these cards, that actually this next question is actually for Sarah and Devin. So she's going, poor Jan's going, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was going to have to answer that question. So I'm going to go ahead and stay down at that end and talk about, all right, you talk about the leadership, and you've been in traditional business. You've launched 6 of your own businesses in the last 15 years. So how important is it to be a leader in direct selling today for the potential? You two can take that one.
Well, I wrote down a few things on becoming a leader. It's so important in direct sales. That leadership is really the skill of influencing people, and influencing their thoughts or emotions, and encouraging them on a daily basis to win in this business. Leadership, it's not a position. My father taught me at a very young age when I started working for him that leadership was all action. That when I got to my father's company, I was young. I just got out of college. My dad had a lot of older management in that company. And he said, look, the only way you're going to earn respect in this company is through leading. The first guy, if something breaks, the first guy there fixing it, that's how you gain respect. So I've always learned at a young age to take action. And I've always learned that action cures fear. A lot of times in life, once you learn to take action in this, to pick up that phone, to do a meeting for somebody, you realize that this business is very basic. But that happens through leadership. And the first person today that you have to influence is yourself. That's the very first person when you leave here today. Leadership is influencing people, but influencing yourself to win. And look around this room. Look at how amazing the people are, the world of knowledge and wisdom that are in this room. When I walked into this convention, Meredith, this week, and I looked and I said, this company we are fixing to soar to $1 billion and beyond with the team that's in this room tonight. So
100%.
thank you so much.
100%. No, thanks. Thank you to you. And what did we talk about that earlier today? It's like just look around the room at all of the light that is shining from the people that are sitting near you and just soak it in and ask good questions. So what do you think, staying down there, that the common misconceptions about leadership? I mean, you kind of said are people born? I'm a born leader. Or, oh, well, yeah, no, I'm not really a leader. I mean, what do you think the misconceptions are, Sarah?
So, so many people when they join this, right? We have people who've been kind of in the workforce, people who have been bosses, people who've been owners of companies. We've owned many companies. And people tend to correlate leadership with being a boss, okay? How many people in here, raise your hand, want another boss, okay? Nobody wants a boss. But what do you want? You want a coach, right? And that's why I joined Steve Merritt, because he's a coach. He creates... He's helped his daughter become a world champion wakeboarder. This man's a coach. I knew I could lock arms and he could help me and give me the tools and support me and communicate. He's taken the road less traveled. He's done the highs and lows every day. Everybody wants a coach, okay? A boss is someone who's put in a place to manage other people. My job is to go out and inspire, right? To walk the walk, to go learn the highs and lows, to learn the answers, to get uncomfortable. And then there's another thing that people don't realize. People go, oh, they're a fearless leader. Can I tell you guys, in the last 18 months, I have had to change my deodorant like 15 times. Like, I am constantly uncomfortable every single day. A friend of mine and a leader in my business, Kendall Weldon, she is so bold, and she will go anywhere and just walk up to anyone and say, you need this patch, just so bold. And I ask her, I go, Kendall, how do you do it? Like, what? She goes, Sarah, you do it scared, okay? You ever hear that term, scared money don't make money? Same with leadership. Scared leadership don't make leadership. You got to get uncomfortable. You want to know the breakthrough? Anybody in here want a breakthrough, right? You know where that breakthrough, where that magic is found? It's in that work that you're avoiding, okay? It's in that thing that makes you most uncomfortable. Get out there. If it's that Zoom, if it's pushing live, if it's getting up on stage, if it's calling that person who's really, really successful in your phone book and you think they're going to tell you no, they might be sitting at home right now praying for what you have, okay? So...
Very good, thanks. And then finally, just really quick, so emerging leaders in your group, do you look for them? Are there a couple signs, success leaves clues? Real quick.
Leadership rises. Leadership rises. If you go out there, they're going to be on the edge of their seat and they're going to be looking for you. People are looking for what you have. So I'm definitely in my business. I'm available. I communicate. I take every single meeting that is an opportunity. So you need to just be involved in your business, have great communication. But if you're going out there and doing the things, people are they're going to chase you down for this opportunity.
Excellent. Okay. So back to the Solises. So Javi and Olga, what are key success factors that every rising leader, because everyone in this room is a rising leader, what is it that they need to know?
Well, as Sarah and Deborah said, everything rises and falls on leadership. Your business is not going to outgrow your level of leadership, okay? You have to be intentional. Intentionality is everything. We go down and we identify leaders. They will identify themselves through behavior and through actions. We got to ask questions. Oftentimes, people do more of the talking than the listening. Yeah. We have to ask questions and then stop and just listen, fill a void, okay? LifeWave is on your lap for a reason. It's to fill your void of something that happened to you, whether it's 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you didn't have the resources or the time or even the income or the people that surround you to get you from where you are to where you want to be in your business. We're the light. And the more intentional you are and help people find a better version of themselves, the better it is for you.
So we've talked a lot about your plans. Olga, I know that you're very strategic, you're very thoughtful, you're mindful, you're detail-oriented. How important is it for people to have a plan?
It's everything. If you don't have a plan, you don't have a business. So first and foremost, I think we just said the word before. I think it was Devin that said discipline, discipline, discipline. That is, if you don't have discipline, there is no business. And on top of that, you have to make a commitment. You have to make a commitment to that plan. Okay? So,
Very good. And then how about what are the risks if we don't, you know, you two, they have the most amazing story, and unfortunately we won't have time for them to tell it right now, but if you ever get a chance, go online and listen to their story. It is absolutely heart-wrenching and compelling and inspirational. But along those lines, you've invested a lot in yourselves to overcome challenges and whatnot. You know, what do we really have to gain if we don't look to ourselves first?
Listen, we're very big when it comes to leadership, okay? You build the person will build the business. It inspires us to see someone reach for their potential every time. Okay, people are looking to emerge in their lives. They just don't know where to do it. And investing in yourselves is crucially important. You can't give something you don't have. Okay? And to create leaders and find leaders is what this business is all about. And that's what digging down in your organization, digging down in the roots, that's where you're going to find. We call them blue M&Ms. Okay, how many blue M&Ms do you see in a pack of M&Ms? Maybe one, maybe two. Okay, the rest is yellow, green, brown. We look for the blue ones, or we look for the eagles. And if you're just getting pigeons, you're flying too low. You have to fly higher and get some eagles.
Did you hear that? If you're just getting pigeons, you're flying too low. Did you hear that? Please write that down. That was brilliant. I'm writing it down, but I don't have a pen. I'm writing it down in my mind. Very nice. Okay, and then so for you, I mean, you know, you guys have really attracted a lot of prospects because there's no you and your teams have grown Singapore to be $1 million market. That's why you were selected for the First Success Center. So you're obviously good at attracting some high-level prospects. So what are your secrets?
Show them how I pay out. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, high-level prospects, I guess they are already in different network. You know, they are not new. And LiveWave is a very unique company, first with our products, and of course our compensation plan. Do you agree? Yeah. So I think that's one thing we can show them. And I have to say this, like I said, they would have gone to other company before, and I really love the corporate here. Not saying because Meredith is beside me, because she's our president, but she's so friendly. We can be just friends and not like fearful of her, yeah? And I think the corporate is very important because they are the one who lead us, who create the products for us, who gave us a lot of benefits, right? As SPD, we enjoy this so much, yeah? So I think to attract high-level prospect, we can tell them about our products, the future, the technology. David is always planning something new for us. That's why we come to convention, because every year we're going to hear something new, right?
Yeah.
And so we are so excited. And I think that's how we can attract them, because we are different. We are very unique. Our products is so unique.
No, and I think, you know, you're saying something that's really timely for all of us in direct selling as we kind of look around at other direct selling companies. They come and go. I mean, we know that about 70% of all direct selling companies fail in their first 2 years of business. Either they're out of business or they're hemorrhaging cash. You know, and that is the reality of it is a revolving door industry. That's why we have 20 years like we do. But people are always coming and going. And when we talk about being the light in direct selling and what that means, to have a 20-year young company that is just getting started, more than ever, we need to just be available. And so when you're bringing on these new people and they're coming on board, Jan, I mean, what is it that you are doing to make sure that they start strong and that they stay? Because we know that retention is a big key to success in our business.
Okay, for Singapore, what we do is, because we are very tiny, as you know, we are a very small country, one end to the other end, you take the train, it's like 45 minutes. So we have, you guys know that we do not have an office for the first 2.5 years. Yeah, so we do daily presentation, we call it BOP. So they come to the office every afternoon at 2:30. Our rest day is like a church. Sunday off, Monday off, and then Tuesday to Saturday we have presentation in office. So people just walk in, our team members. That's where they learn. That's where they can invite friends, because we are small, like I say. They can travel to the office. And we are so happy now. Thank you, Meredith, once again, and the corporate. We opened our first success center, right?
Yes.
Of LiveWave
Congratulations.
in Singapore. Yeah. And that's 1 month ago. And now James say, with that success center, no off day. We're going to have Monday to Saturday. Yeah. Okay, Saturday maybe not at the moment because the staff works 5 days a week. Yeah, that's how we create the momentum, and people has been coming. Last night we have a watch party. Okay, I'm a bit lost track with the time. While we are here, we had a watch party, and we are so happy because people come almost midnight. They sat through to listen to David this morning here. I heard there was about 80 of them. Yeah, we are really happy because they can't travel here, but they are there watching the same event as us. Yeah. So that's
Amazing.
our onboarding.
That's your
Yeah.
onboarding?
Physical.
Well, and they're
training.
winning early. I mean, and that's kind of the follow-up question to that is there like one or two tips that you would give that you know that people are going to win and win soon so that they stick around?
Wow. Okay. Basically, I think how do we ensure people win? We work with the team. We want them to succeed because to be in MLM as a business, no one is here to have fun alone, right? They want to see the money. So we have training. We keep close contact with the team. We have individual team who is set up within our organization, and they run their own training program too, besides joining us as a big team.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we help each other in that way.
Great.
Yes.
Nice. The power of the team. Does anybody doubt the power of the team? No, it is the most powerful thing. So down to you, so the biggest challenge that you've overcome. So back to Javi and Olga. What is it that you have, the biggest challenge that you've overcome that puts you in that seat right here, right now?
Every day I face a challenge. I faced challenges for the last 2.5 years while in this business, and it's the hardest thing to do sometimes. As a mom to a child with significant challenges and special needs, I face challenges every day. In fact, I'll be honest with you quickly, I almost didn't make it here today. And I said, Javi, it's not going to work. Everything crumbled the week of convention. And I said, babe, I'm not going to be able to get here. This is just the way it is as a parent sometimes. And he looked at me and he says, is that what a leader does? He put me in check, and I said, you know what, babe? You're absolutely right. That is not what a leader does. So I am here. And I'd like to wish my beautiful boy, Alexander, who is the reason why we are here today, a very big, happy 11th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
A challenge of missing his birthday for the very first time was heartbreaking. But I know intuitively that my son, even though he cannot speak, he's telling me, Mommy, you've got to spread this to everyone that we know. I know it. So challenges are things we face every day. I'm facing one right now, right here with all of you. But I'm so glad that we're here.
Leaders show up. Leaders show up. Very good. Thank you. And thank you for that sacrifice. Thank you so much. Javi, all right. So conquering maybe a major setback. What did you put in play to actually be able to lead even when the times were tough?
You know, Meredith, in this business, we're going to get challenged. But you want to know something? We have to build that story. No one said that this business is going to be easy. And we always say to our team, you're capable of doing anything that you want to do, but are you willing to do the things people don't do in order to have the things people don't have? And, you know, when we were given that opportunity, and we didn't want to do this again, and we were afraid to do it again. And we said, listen, Olga, one more time. Let's just do this one more time. We're not a tree. Let's move, you know? And the urgency and the setbacks, these 2 years, we had setbacks. But those setbacks gave us the wisdom and the experience to move forward. However, those setbacks, those experiences and the wisdoms that we get, we're able to teach people what not to do, okay? To break their learning curve from 6 months to 3 months, help them rank events faster, help their confidence. You know, through our experience, we can teach them how to move forward quickly.
Nice. And I think you just answered the last question, Javi, about mindset.
Yeah, well, you know, I have a good analogy for mindset. The mindset is everything, okay? And we have this analogy that we live by is like we can go to a kiddie party, and in that kiddie party, what do? They have piñatas. Okay, in that piñata, okay, the bunch of kids line up to hit the piñata. So the first kid, the most popular kid, is going to hit the piñata. Okay, he hits the piñata once, the candy doesn't come out. Then the second kid, then the third kid, and then the last kid comes and hits the piñata. One time, boop, all the candy comes on, they all start to celebrate. But here's the deal, when it comes to brand partners, some people stop hitting the piñata, and wait for the candy to come. They stop hitting. They'll never celebrate and see the candy. We hit the piñata like David owed us something, okay? We hit the piñata so hard and so many times, and then one day, boop, the candy came out. But persistence, like you said.
Nice, beautiful. That's a good, yeah, big round of applause for that. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that. That's a gift. That's a gift right there. All right, Sarah and Devin, how does being a power couple give you an advantage? I mean, obviously that's this panel. And all of you, hey, if you're single or if maybe your spouse of this person or life partner isn't all on board, that's okay. But we still need a support system. And that's what this is about.
Yeah, so being a power couple, I look at me and Sarah, and I think that it's LifeWave that gave me and Sarah the opportunity to be a power couple. Because, you know, for the last 12 years, we've been going in different directions. We have different careers. I left the house every single day, didn't get home till dark 30. And so we were kind of rowing the boat. We had the same goal, same children, but rowing the boat in different directions all day. And so we were looking at something like this that we could do together, because our children are watching us every day. Our children watch us. I mean, we're both hardworking. We're both confident, super dedicated, and we complement each other's, we compliment each other all the time. Like when I listen to my wife, we both have, different characteristics. She is amazing. When I listen to my wife, respond to people with customer service issues, and they call her all day, Sarah, what about this? Or Sarah, my order didn't go through. Or Sarah, can you help me set up my e-wallet? I'll listen to the conversation, and I get up and I go, oh my goodness, Sarah, you should work for LifeWave's customer service. You are so good. I mean, that is not my skill, So we divide and conquer, and I think that it's what LifeWave, Meredith, that really allowed us to be a power couple again, because really and truly, I know our biggest goal is number one, to be the greatest mother and daughters to our fathers, to give back to our mothers and fathers who sacrificed so much for us to be on these trips, to be an amazing husband and wife together, to grow in our love and our faith, always pushing and challenging each other, and then to be the greatest parents to our two children. And we learned a long time ago, right, that we weren't going to take our houses, our cars, our land, our farms, but it was our goal to take our children to heaven and give them the relationship with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And so that, to me, is what a power couple.
Amen. Sarah, most important life lesson.
I'm sorry, you had to do that? Okay, that's so good. Okay, so specific tool, book, podcast, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm a high school dropout, okay? I'm sorry, I'll be honest, all right? When we talk about the light and the things, what I see with being a light is showing people that we all have the same light and we all have the same potential. Because if you get into this and you surround yourself with good leadership, which I found in Steve and Gina Merritt, I was able to I came to them and I said, I'm stripping it all down. I don't know anything. I've never done this before, even though we've had history. And I said, tell me what I do. Just tell me what to do. And I continuously surround myself, talk to them on a daily basis. And what I've learned is they're always available. And they're teaching me how to be accountable to my team. They're teaching me how to present. They're teaching me how to prospect. They're teaching me all these things just through that relationship we have. So my suggestion to you, maybe if your upline is not the one, or your person who sponsored you might not be the one that maybe is building at your level, go higher up. All of you have a higher up working leader, and go connect with them. They're looking for you. Remember, leadership rises? They're looking for you. Surround yourself. Be obsessed. Obsessed. Get on every one of their calls, okay? And one tool that I have used that Kendall and Joe and Kyle have introduced me to that's really just helped with just sending videos and just making it more seamless to be able to send things, boards, okay? Not super inspiring or anything, but boards. It is an app that you can download on your phone. There's a video and it's very easy to learn. It's a keyboard that goes right into your phone. So all the videos, it has been a huge game changer for sharing content with people. So that would be one
Very
tool.
good. All right, last and final question for you, Janet. If there's one thing you could tell this group right here to do when they leave this place on Sunday, what would it be?
Okay, obviously, share the products, share the business opportunity, but I would say attend the convention. because you have to go home, tell your partners, please come next year. I tell you how impactful is this. I was supposed to attend the SPD retreat, but I couldn't make it, so I told our second daughter, Natalie, I said, can you please take over my place? She said, no, US is too far, I'm not going there. Yeah, I said, it's a free trip, please go, you know? And then she said, okay. And they are not in the business, of course, yeah? And after attending the retreat, she texted her sister and said this, I'm not doing MLM, but I want to be scientist, like David. And we had a
all
good-
right
you
then.
know, but that was a joke for me because I felt that she really learned a lot. She was so impressed with David and the company, the overall retreat. And then one night someone told her, hey, you want to go out with us for a tour instead of sitting in? No, I'm not going. And she sat through every meeting. And this week when I meet her, she seems to know every leader here. Like they know her personally now. Yeah, so to me is even for her, not in the business, yet she is so impressed. Imagine we bring our business partner. What would they think of LifeWave? You know, and coming here to meet David for real. Yeah,
Very good.
please.
It's a
yes.
team sport.
Yeah. And yes, James, thanks for reminding me. We are so happy this year because last year, Singapore and Malaysia combined, I think we have like just 15 of us. Yeah, just 15
15
of
people?
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, very few of us. And this year, imagine we could ask 80, about 80?
80.
80
From
of us.
15 to 80 in 1
yes,
year.
Singapore and Malaysia combined to come over. And you know how far we had to fly? More than 20 hours. This is really long, yeah? So give them a clap. It's a lot of sacrifice. Both, they have to pay a lot financially, of course, and the time, the flight but it's all worth it. It's all worth it.
Mindset.
Yeah, it's
It's a
mindset.
mindset.
Yes, last night was incredible, yeah?
Very
okay.
good. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thanks
Yeah.
to our power couples. Make sure you ask them follow-up
Yes.
questions. All
Attend
of
the
us.
events.
Thank you, team. Thank you. You're awesome
Thank
and
you,
amazing.
Meredith. Thank you
we
for having
appreciate you.
us.
Couldn't
Yeah.
do it without them. Thanks, everyone.